So yeah, I am definitely experiencing a shift from this uh, Saturn changing directions. Um, so first off, man, it's just I don't know. It's become so clear like how I should work on things and like how I was holding myself back. Like, okay, first off, the astral plane isn't crowded. It's just that people haven't seen that each person has their own. And you know, everything does get like mixed up and convoluted. Um, so much so that I just realized that, like I asked the question to my like ISTJ Capricorn rising friend. You know, why does it seem like I have a stream, I know it's there, and I know what ocean like it should be going to, but like it's like the following or whatever um isn't running through that stream or whatever. And yeah, that sounds controlling, and there's probably is like an undertone to that kind of um but I realized like what's going on with that, and that's a part of it. So like the Saturn in the 10th house, like in Aquarius, the way I built that, it's like I built like a castle of knowledge, but then I built the castle on top of the like part of the water that blocks the stream. Like I built like a moat and a castle, but like it was like put like right in the middle of where you'd have like someone actually swim through. It's not, I didn't see it. It's not, you know, it's, I blatantly put a castle like right in the way. And I was also asking like, it's like, I know there's this waterfall or something, but it's blocked, and that's what it is. It's my own stuff. I placed it wrong. I put it in the wrong place. So like I guess like it's a part of me partially realizing that I still had like a an issue with Saturn. Like I hadn't like fully learned the lesson of it. All the way like to the 11th or 12th, like, exactly like I thought I had. Or more things kind of come up. You might like have an understanding of it. Maybe or I guess there are other people that have completely like mastered that stuff, but it's like as time goes on, it's like there can be more things that come up that bring like planets or other things into that area for you to like revisit something, or there's something else that'll come up from an issue that's you know, kind of rooted in one of the other areas. And so yeah, you know, I was still kind of blocking myself in seeing like it's like my projects are too, I don't want to say like they're too big or too small, but it's like I'm just like not focused, or I wasn't focused on like the right big project. So the right big project is, you know, I really want to um, make a game, like make a video game out of like the types and um, the signs and all that. Make um, I don't even want to say an app because I've met kind of resistance with like making an app itself, but like an interface. And yeah, I've got notes and stuff of like the different aspects of what I'm going to be putting into it, and you know, I'm probably going to go into that in a separate video, like right after this one. But you know, I felt like this in itself was important. Of like, you know, there with the 12th house, everything gets mixed up and convoluted. But there's like a whole other. It sounds even kind of cliche to try to say it, but I'm gonna try to get this across as well as I know how. Like, your own like meanings and reasonings and like experiences, like say like when you're interpreting a dream, like it's like that in itself is its own world. That's its own astral plane. Granted, there is like a collective one, and you want to focus on that one too, because that's part of like that's the major stream, you know. But like, you know, you really want to get it differentiated. What is your own and what is others? Um, you know, what is the collective and what is, um, you know, your own meanings and reasonings. And it's kind of confusing because you're a part of the collective and the collective is a part of you. But there's a praying mantis just flew on the phone. Or is that a praying mantis? I think that's what that is. Or is that a grasshopper? Hello. But yeah, so I guess he's just hang out for a second. Yeah, so say if you were going to like, you know, make a video game and you were trying to like take like the experiences of, you know, what's happened to you and apply them to this game or this story. You know, that process of interpreting and making and differentiating between um, you know, what does this really mean? When you're talking about your own dream, that's your dream. When you know, you're kind of, the words coming to mind is channeling, or when you're thinking about, you know, how it fits into the whole dream, that's a separate thing. and make sure to be clear about not letting those things cross over from each other. Um, and also another thing is I realized that and the way I'm saying that, it even just it makes me sound like, to someone that doesn't get what I'm saying, just makes me sound like I'm being delusional. But there's more to it than what that sounds like. Like it. But yeah. The other thing is, there's assumptions, I guess, of judgments that may be true, but just because you're saying something that's true doesn't mean that it's going to help you with what you're doing. Hey, there's another one. Just jumped on me. There's two now. What's up? What's going on? But it's probably just because I picked a cooler spot over here. It's under the tree. It's not in the sun. But yeah, like, for instance, with the video I made about, like, beating Saturn in its own game, and how I'm talking about how most things are Capricorn-like. That's true, but dwelling on that doesn't help. Help you see that, for one thing, like, if I'm stuck on the 12th house and Aries things, the way I would move past that would be to look back at the first house and start to look at what's stable, look at, like, what's actually happening again, and realize that, the people that where it's Capricorn-like for them, it has to be that way because, you know what I mean. It doesn't have to be that way, but it is that way because they're being forced to have to work on things that they don't want to do. Because they haven't seen, like, how they can fit into the collective and help with that. And so, I think that judgment actually kept the conversation happening with people, and I was making it so much about that I wasn't even starting the conversation about, spurring the conversations about the imagination, because maybe, like, still some type of fear of judgment that people wouldn't want to or get where I was coming from, or I don't know, like, when I was playing D&D or something, like, I ended up, like, everyone else seemed to love this game, and it seemed like it would be the ideal, like, outlet for what I was trying to do. But, like, I just personally, I don't like, I get really attached to, like, not having the character, like, not losing after putting all that time into it. I don't like, the aspect of you just kind of throw the character away if you end up dying or whatever. And yeah, so I guess, that's my realizations I'm having with this, Saturn shifting, and yeah, so I plan on making a video right after this about what I took notes on, and, or yeah, I'm gonna get to that right now. Yeah, talk to you guys later. I really, maybe I shouldn't even say what I'm going to do. I should just do it or whatever. But yeah, breaking the habit. All right, yeah. So yeah, talk to you guys later.